am Wild Quill. For those of you who do not know me, I am the lead creative designer for Roundscape at Arevia and the upcoming game Aranis. That should be hopefully coming out in 2017. So, welcome to Roundscape Unscripted. This is our fourth/third episode. Because, I think the first one didn't actually have a title or anything. But that's not important. What is important is that we are here to talk about the Roundscape patch. We are at 1.9, getting ever closer to the big deuce, the 2.0 update, which should hopefully come out at the end of December. Actually, a little before end of December. We want to try to get it out to everybody before Christmas. So, because we know a lot of people will get the time off. And want to just kick back and enjoy Roundscape in whatever fashion they want. So that is our plan. The nice thing is basically all the stuff we should be adding story-wise in this new update is already written. I polished it off maybe a couple months ago, so probably just go through look for grammar and spelling stuff and make sure we deliver a really good conclusion for the main story to you guys. But I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute or two. I just want to go over some of the highlights for those of you guys who maybe haven't heard of the game just yet. This is just patch notes and something I like to talk about just in terms of our progress. So, looking over my notes here, we've added 5 new scenes into the game. That's always really good. Each of these scenes takes a lot of work. You might go through it pretty quickly. But it does take a lot of investment in the pre-production, production, design, all sorts of stuff. So 5 scenes, that's actually pretty good considering we basically had a pretty crazy November with a lot of boring stuff. Launching Aranis, the trailer. But we made sure that we put our best foot forward and added a bunch of scenes. But I also have a lot of other stuff to talk about as well. Excuse me. So Khalil, the great skilled lead designer we have helming Roundscape, he upgraded the engine we were working for to RPG Maker MV 1.3.4, so 134. Basically, this improves performance. It still doesn't nip in the butt a couple critical issues, but overall, I haven't actually had time to play the new build just yet, but overall it seems like things have been improving, and that's always just our biggest goal, because we realized MV kind of it was like we were turning on to a new lane in a highway when we went to MV, and we kind of hit like a couple cars probably. Nobody died or anything, but it took some time to kind of get back on the road to be at the level of efficiency that we were before MV. But I think that's really kind of been put to the dust now. We are just all head forward on that. So, in addition to the engine upgrade, he improved the design of the beginning of the game, including some new tutorial bits. There should be some new tutorial voiceover, and it's basically because that was one of the biggest things. It's kind of easy to get lost in the beginning of the game, so we went in and we wanted to improve that. Just to help out so people don't have to immediately run onto the forums and have 100 questions on what they're supposed to be doing. So hopefully that'll improve the beginning of the game. We've added to the main story, I believe we added Quest 11 of Act 3, so that's really cool because we are getting really deep. We are past the midpoint easily of the final act, so that's really exciting. To me, it's always the coolest thing, getting to go in and play the stuff that I wrote story-wise, in the encounters. So that's really cool. I hope you guys have been enjoying this new act. I won't really say anything else on that because, some people are probably saving the actual story missions for other times. So, but that's still really cool. Origin quests, we're constantly trying to make sure that every origin that is choosable gives you unique content, different dialogue and specific quests, different reactions. So, but obviously the quests are the most key pivotal part about that. Same thing with like the soldier quest we did recently. Gathering allies. So the thief quest, you're on a mission. So we have that quest, and it also comes with its own scene as well for female player characters, and male characters will of course get a scene coming up as well. So we will have more on that down the line. Last is a little talking point. I mean, there's tons of patch notes. You can check out our patch notes on Patreon. I also tweeted the patch notes just in case for people who are like watching Roundscape but haven't they're not a patron or anything. You can actually check out my Twitter account is Gladius Writing at Twitter. And I posted just basically a picture of all of the patch notes, just so if you guys are curious kind of how things are going, you can at least see just stuff we're adding, which I think is always cool. So finally, labels added to the castle. Castle's still pretty big, but these labels should help. They're an optional thing. You don't have to have them, but it basically makes it navigating through the castle a lot easier. And again, this is a sort of activated, deactivated, whatever you want. I think it just helps overall in the feel of the castle. Since you do spend a lot of time in Castle White Moon, it is your hub area. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy that little bit. No. So once again, 5 erotic scenes have been added to the game, so go forth and find them in the great mystery that is Roundscape Revia. If you have questions, we have our Discord channel now, and of course we still go onto the forums. The best place possible basically to reach us is the Players Helping Players section. Khalil and I basically will check that basically about once a day. So yeah, there's that. And just kind of in review, December, our whole plan for the rest of December is to get. First, we're gonna do a bug fix with some stuff, and probably put a link out on Megasync, because some people had MediaFire woes. We wanted to try it because some people whatever. We will have probably it on Megasync. I'm sure Khalil will post about that once we get a little closer. But yeah, once again, December, our whole plan is to finish the main story quest. So you get to see the conclusion that you guys have been building to for 3 acts. I don't want to say really anything else. I tried to make sure it would be a very fitting conclusion to the story. So it's weird. It's weird kind of coming to this point. I never really thought I'd be writing this sort of thing. But I think it turned out really well. So I'm very interested to see what you guys think about it. So, knock on wood, we will get that delivered to you guys before Christmas. This is not official locked in or anything, but that is and has been our plan for a couple months now. In another video, I will be talking more about Aranis. So yeah, just kind of stay tuned for that. It should introduce a bit of the 3 female companions you get to choose from. So look forward to that. Hope you guys are having a good December so far. Anybody still in school, good luck on all your finals and your big essays. And everybody who's working retail, my thoughts go out to you guys. Did 7 years of that, and so glad not to be doing it anymore. So hold strong. Hopefully you guys have decent customers. And yeah, well, hope everybody has a great day. This is Wild Quill signing off.